This is happening. I'm so nervous right now. Where do I even start with this? There's so much to talk about. Before we start anything, I want to introduce myself. If you haven't seen me before, maybe watched me from a few years ago and haven't really seen me since, or just have no idea who I am whatsoever. My name is Ellie. I am 18 years old and I live in Arizona. I've been doing YouTube since I was 12 years old, and along with YouTube, school has always been my #1 priority. I went to a charter middle school, and then for my first year and a half of high school, I went to a public high school, all while doing YouTube and trying to work towards my modeling and YouTube dreams while visiting LA, getting my first jobs. My sophomore year of high school was when things started to get a little bit busy, and I was having a lot of opportunity to travel and have these crazy experiences that were honestly once in a lifetime. And so with that, my parents and I made the decision that I was going to switch to online school. Online school meant that I had a lot more time and flexibility to go full in on the work end at such a young age. Like, yes, school was extremely important and I was always doing it, but without that kind of social aspect and that accountability of going to school for 6 hours a day, I was left having a lot of time to be able to just put all my energy into social media. For the first little bit, it was fun and I was totally loving it. I had my friends, I was having these crazy experiences. But slowly, after about the first year of that, I started to get extremely anxious along with the changes that the internet was having and the way people were going about the internet in a lot of ways. I slowly realized that I did not want to be the kind of person that had just the internet in my bubble of interests slash things I want to do. I don't judge people who do. I think everyone is different, but I was slowly realizing that for myself, school was important and it kept me stable and it kept me feeling whole. School was always this mounting ground to, I have something else going on. It means a lot to me, I can be good at it, and I can put my energy into that and away from social media at times. If you would have asked me when I first went to online school if I wanted to go to college, I'm gonna be honest and say I probably would not have wanted to. But the past year, I have changed so much and my priorities have really shifted, and I've been finding happiness from different things other than social media, because someone who puts all of their attention, happiness, and everything into social media, one thing that shatters makes you break, basically. Now, with sharing what I'm going to be sharing, there's this very big sense of vulnerability, because yes, I share so much of my life and yes, people can judge it, but I know school and college is definitely something that people have a say on. That does give me anxiety, knowing that people are going to be questioning me, people are going to talk about me and have an opinion. And I think a big thing that's become an issue on the internet is people believe their opinion is fact and they say their opinion on others without truly thinking about it behind a screen. I got comments all throughout my high school experience basically saying that my school was not valid and that all I would do was go around sitting on planes, vlogging away my life, and that school was nothing. And it took a lot for me to not type back to all those comments and explain the validness of my school and the fact that it was always important to me, and I would be doing it in airports, in cars, anywhere I could find Wi-Fi. Just because school and college is something that is important to me does not mean that it has to be important to someone else. So I'm not trying to say that everyone needs to go to school or that anyone who just does YouTube or just does something else needs to go to school. Okay, so enough of the backstory. I'm just gonna go ahead and announce this. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Woo, this is scary. In the fall, I'm going to be attending University of Arizona. haven't even had my first day of college yet, and we already look stupid walking around this campus. Love it. The lovely lady doing my senior pictures.
So I'm from Arizona. I take a lot of senior pictures. I kind of specialize in weddings too. So if you're getting married, let me know.
She's the girl for you. The best locations, and it's like so fast, so easy. Yeah, I'll have all her information down below. What's going on? I'm gonna dramatically put this on now. There it is. There is the big reveal. I'm going to U of A in the fall. Oh my god. Okay, now we have some explaining to do. That dramatic intro was something. I hope you guys watched that and hopefully it led you to this point. But yes, I'm going to be going to University of Arizona, and this was a decision that I made officially back, I believe it was sometime in February. Now, if you would have also asked me even 2 to 3 years ago, I would have told you that I did not want to go to U of A because I was not an Arizona person and thought that I belonged anywhere other than Arizona. Growing up, I always knew I wanted to go to Miami where my parents met, but it wasn't until I got extremely close with my sister and kind of put all my different areas of what I value kind of out on the table, and I realized that the people in my life, they're the most important thing in my life. And I knew my sister went to U of A and my best friend Ella is going to U of A. It just made sense for me to be with the people that I love while also getting an education and being close to home, which is another huge part to this. Having an apartment in LA for the past 2 years has made me appreciate home and family so much more than I ever could have thought. I was not a home person. I love to just be away and feel independent and feel like I was 30 years old on my own. I didn't need anybody. But that apartment really, I believe, happened for a reason, because yes, I had so many amazing things over there. I am so grateful for that. I've actually had this sweatshirt for, honestly, I think it's been 3 years now. I believe I got this when my sister was a freshman at U of A and I went to visit her for the first time. And I bought this just in the event, you know, because even then I was not about the school, but I bought it just because, oh, it's where my sister goes to school. It will be fun to wear when I'm down there. And now here I am wearing it because I'm going to school there. How crazy is that? For starters, you guys are probably wondering what I'm going to be majoring in / what I want to do. I want to do something with journalism because I have always loved to write, and I don't want to fully get into what I want to do because that can always change, and I still have so many goals in the modeling world and in the social way. That part is a little bit up in the air with what I want to do, but I do know that that is kind of the area that I will be majoring / minoring in. And now for the actual school aspect of this and living down there. I will no longer be having my apartment in Los Angeles. I still plan on traveling there and working and traveling to New York and all over the place while maintaining my good grades and keeping myself successful in school and taking all aspects of my life very seriously. I plan on doing about 70 to 80% of the classes online just because I have been an online student and I've been able to hold myself accountable and really get a good education through it. But I also still want to attend some classes in person that maybe would be a little bit different if I attended them in person, and those classes will probably be the ones kind of linked more to what I want to do. That part is still being figured out, and I know if you've been a freshman in college or you're becoming a freshman in college, picking the classes and figuring that out can be very overwhelming, and that's what I've been in the process of doing for the past couple months. So I don't want to talk official classes, and obviously once everything starts, I can give you guys more of kind of a layout of what I'm going to be doing, but it is going to include a lot of online classes with a couple in-person classes. I will be living in the dorm with my best friend Ella, who I've known since 7th grade. I'm so excited about that. She's been with me through it all, throughout this crazy high school / middle school days I've had. I'm so excited that my path led me to U of A with her. Along with the dorm, I want to share something that really kind of solidified my decision in U of A. It was during Mom's Weekend that my mom and I went down to Tucson, which is funny that I went there because it was Mom's Weekend. My sister's going to be a senior next year, so she was showing me the house that she'll be living in with her 3 best friends for her senior year. As we went there, she was sharing with us that she was having this stress because there is a casita / house connected to it that's like a 2-bedroom that belonged on their property, so they needed to find 2 people to live in there and pay that rent, and that the people that were going to had dropped out and that they were super stressed about it. As she was showing us it, it clicked to my mom and she was like, Ellie, you can move your LA apartment stuff here and this could be your work area and you could have this as as your own area. And so at first the idea sounded crazy, and I know it does sound crazy, but the big stress was I knew if I was going to school, I was not going to have an actual place in LA. I was still going to be able to travel, but having an apartment is a huge thing, and I didn't want to waste the money or anything on having that if it wasn't going to be long periods of time being over there. And so we were trying to figure out what to do with all my stuff, and I know storage units are a thing, but even then it was going to cost money. And so when she said that and we toured it, it made perfect sense. It was the perfect size, and it would give me a way to still be able to fully work while also being able to live in the dorm with my best friend and study over there, because it's not fair to be filming videos constantly or doing the stuff that I do in a dorm room where Ella needs to be studying. So yeah, there is that. A lot of people have it in their mind that once someone becomes a YouTuber, school's out of the picture. Like I said, there is plenty of people who I fully support who do not go to school. But I don't like that people were summing it up that every single YouTuber just moves to LA and doesn't do school. I want to be able to show you guys and to show myself that you can do both, and you can do whatever you set your mind to. And my mind is set to being able to work and model and do everything in that aspect that I dream of, as well as getting an education to help me further my studies and everything into what I want to do with my life. There's no one right way to do stuff, and I think it's going to be really interesting to take you guys along on being a college student as well as everything else you've been able to see, me working and traveling and doing all of this together. It's going to be an adjustment because I go full on with everything I do. I'm going to want to get the best grades possible as well as produce the best content and not slack with anything on either end. So it might take some adjusting at the beginning, and we're gonna see with that. And I know obviously something that you guys are probably wondering right now, with COVID-19 and everything going on, it is unknown right now if classes will be in person or all online, or if we can live in Tucson or not. So obviously we're taking that step by step, and it might not be in the fall that we go down. It might be in January. But I still want to announce this because I know that either way I'll be taking classes, so it might just be all online. I'm nervous about this, but like I said, I'm confident, and I think as long as I'm keeping up with everything and I'm happy and whole, I don't see a problem with it, and I'm not really going to take people's opinions on if they think it's dumb or if they think it's not enough, because it's enough for me. It's perfect for me, and that's really all that matters. I'm not gonna be living for other people's approval anymore. That's something that I've really learned, because you can't please everyone, and you also can't change people's minds just because you want to. All you can do is work on yourself and be the best version of yourself, and going to school and getting an education is going to be helping me further myself and being the best version of Ellie. I don't even know where you end something like this. I thank you for making it to this part of the video. I love and appreciate all of you so much, and I'm so excited to take you guys on this journey. Now, for the organization for this week's video, June is Pride Month, and I talked about this last June in my videos, and it's something that I want to continue to talk about and raise awareness for some new organizations that I found. One that I want to share with all of you is called GLSEN, and it is an organization that is there to make schools a bully-free zone for LGBTQ plus students. I think every student and kid and person should be able to be exactly who they are and not have to worry about being bullied at school or anywhere. And organizations that are helping to fight this and make this happen are so special and important. I want you to know that if you're watching this, I love you for who you are. So I will have the organization down below. I also talked about the Trevor Project last June. I will go ahead and put that link down below as well. I would really appreciate you guys messaging me and letting me know some of your favorite organizations, because I do want to be sharing all sorts of new ones to you guys. So you can leave them in the comments, you can message me on Twitter or on Instagram. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will see you later. Bye.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.